Hey guys, what's going on? Good afternoon from Dhaka, Bangladesh. Today I have a review for you from the house of YSL, and I always struggle to say the full name, so I'm sticking to YSL. So as you can see, it's one of the very special reviews that I have been waiting for a very long time, and I never actually ended up buying the bottle for some reason. Now it got discontinued, and I'm super privileged to have the limited time, I think it's called Edition Art release, and that version of YSL L'homme Libre. Okay, Libre, I don't know how you say it, Libre, Libra. Okay, so this fragrance got discontinued, and it's a flanker from very popular L'homme line. Okay, so L'homme basically is the originator of all that, and I have actually collected quite a few of them. My other ones would be La Nuit de l'Homme. I have several formulation of that one, as you can see, the newer one. And then I have La Nuit de l'Homme Eau Electric. I reviewed these, all of these. Then I also had L'homme Ultime. So you can see they have quite a lot of flankers. I do not own all of them, of course. They have cologne gingembre or something, ginger, I don't know how you say that. There's a cologne tonic, I don't know. They have frozen cologne of La Nuit de l'Homme. So first of all, let me say big thanks to my brother. I'll call him Doctor, okay? I'm not gonna say his name because he's the same brother. He's a bit shy, he doesn't want to be named. So he gave me 3 fragrances. I have reviewed them, 2 of them before, but from a sample, so he gave me full bottle. I'll review them. One is from MFK, other one is from House of, I think, Le Labo. So the thing is, thanks a lot, brother, and hopefully I can do justice. So this fragrance is very special to me for 2 reasons, okay? Let me tell you the 2 stories, then I'll hit the review. First of all, this fragrance is special because this fragrance, one of my dearest friends, her name is Natasha. She is from Bangladesh, but I met her in Malaysia. She lives in New Zealand, okay? And we used to chit chat a lot before, like we used to call and talk about, fragrances. She is a makeup artist, so I am interested in that, whole aspect, how she does it, stuff, girly stuff. So anyways, we used to discuss a lot. So she told me one time that she went to a mall and she smelled this fragrance at a counter, and that someone was spraying it on the paper, and she immediately fell in love with that fragrance. And this is the fragrance that she fell in love with, and she told me later that you must get this in your collection because I absolutely love it. That's one. Second thing is, there's another fragrance that is very close to that. I'm just telling you how much women appreciate this perfume, that I'm going to show you again in the review. That is Zegna's Uomo. That and this one has a lot of correlation. So one of my sisters named Nila, she lives in UK. So she's sent me a fragrance from Zara, and she sent me a gift of a body gel or something of Zegna Uomo. So I said, why do you send me that? And she's like, Bhaiya, I actually bought the perfume for you. And then my husband liked it so much, he kept that perfume. And I said, absolutely no problem. And she said, at least you can smell the shower gel, you can get a vibe. So I ended up buying Zegna Uomo, ordered it and bought it. So yeah, a lot of stories. This is now I'm gonna explain to you what YSL L'homme Libre. I smelled it before from Shafi Bhai, one of my dearest brothers. So he actually brought it for me before. So I have good idea about this fragrance. So this fragrance is now discontinued and limited edition. The edition art is very hard to find. Any of this edition art or limited edition of YSL line, they're very difficult to find and very expensive. So these boxes, I think they are only available in FragranceBD. They have only 1 bottle left till now. And the brother I told you, he gave me, he bought one of them. So this is a bit more pricey. Usually they used to be like $65, $75. Now it's like, he bought it for $100, around there. And it's a very nice white box. It almost looks like a tester box, but it's not. It's just the edition art version. And there's the cap size, and the cap sort of like a shape, YSL, blue, white, back, up there, bottom. Okay, so bottom here, you'll find the batch code somewhere here, this place. It is not picking up. Bottle is same like YSL L'homme. I'm sorry, I'm taking a little bit time, but I want to show you in depth. This fragrance is very special to me. So same bottle, but this one has a little bit different pattern on the edition art, blue and see-through, and looks like that. I'm not very big fan of the art edition. It doesn't look like very artistic, but okay. And the cap is plastic, but it is huge, heavy quality, good quality cap. It's kind of like a bluish tinge to the metal, and here the atomizer is black. Inside, the original one, like regular YSL L'homme Libre, that one I think had a blue stem. This one has see-through stem on the art edition. Sprayer is very good on this. Excellent sprayer. I love these sprayers and these bottles. Okay, and I would do on this, I would go like this. I'm sorry, I'm spraying a little bit on the scent of the day. I'll do 2 on my neck, 2 on each arm, and maybe 1 on the chest, like that. Okay, so that's adequate. So this fragrance strength, it's excellent. It has great staying power. Even though it's a fresh fragrance, I get continuous, like every time, consistently about 7 hours plus in Bangladesh. So that is great. If you see overseas, people get around 8 hours, 9 hours. So longevity is great. Projection is subtle, but it's great projector for 2 hours. So projection longevity, great, no problem. 2 hours projection is great. I would wear this summer and springtime. Suggested for men who work at office setup. This is a great office fragrance. Okay, so now, what is this fragrance famous for? This fragrance, it kind of comes to me as uh, first thing I get always hit with is that violet leaves. Okay, it's like violets, and it's always remind me of. I was talking about this one, right? Zegna Uomo. This fragrance has great violet notes. It's very fresh, kind of like different, unique, ozonic, fresh fragrance. Okay, so I find that one and Libra kind of very close to each other. Okay, I feel like they have a lot of common DNA, but opening wise, if you ask me out of the two, this has more posh opening. This one, the violet leaves are very raw in it. So this one will remind you a lot more of maybe perhaps Fahrenheit because of the violet leaves, Narcissus Rodriguez for humidity, Ferrari, Uomo, a lot of fragrances have violet leaves. Okay, so this fragrance has the shower gel sort of feel, but it mixes with that violet leaves. So it's very uplifting. It's very kind of peppery. I think there's a pink pepper note somewhere there. You know, it's kind of peppery. It comes off, and I don't have the note breakdown in front of me, so I may forget one or two notes here and there. So this fragrance kind of like a peppery, fresh, violet leaves sort of opening. Okay, and hold on. I think I better tell you the notes breakdown. Hold on. Yeah, I didn't want to miss out on all the notes because it's a review, so of course you guys deserve to know all the notes. So I just want to show you something. If you can pick it up, I don't know. This is how that bottle looks in the regular L'homme Libre. So the cap would be transparent, and the bottle, as you can see, the stem is blue, and the bottle has a little bit bluish tinge. I think this bottle looks much better. Even this one is discontinued. So this one has a great love and like bar, and people really love this fragrance. So basically, I missed out on, I think, bergamot, violet leaves. I talked about the pepper. I think it has some mint in it. And then nutmegs, tar anise, I think vetiver and patchouli. So those are basically the other notes. So what you really get is, I don't really care what are the notes. Basically, this smells damn good. But I tell you one thing, this fragrance people are divided into two. Some people find it to be nauseating, like it's a bit much. Some people do not appreciate, they do not understand this fragrance. I heard people say, this smells like mosquito repellent. And I'm like, okay, perhaps because I respect everybody's nose, everybody's take on fragrances, but I told you initially what women think of this fragrance. Okay, this is a great compliment getter. Perhaps you do not like it, maybe you do not get it, but after wearing it for sometimes, I believe this fragrance could be a little bit challenging, but once you understand or be able to adjust with it, it's a great little fragrance here. It's different than Bleu de Chanel and Dior Sauvage. So from that aspect, this fragrance is really great. Another aspect is this fragrance got discontinued. If you, let's say, have it right now, if this edition art is super rare, you have it with you, you'll feel like I have something the others do not have. And the performance is an added bonus for this. Is not by any means like beast. None of this YSL, I got beast mode. If you talk about L'homme, it's a great little fragrance. It's soft, beautiful, woodsy, apple-like, but the fragrance doesn't really do like beast mode like Shura or something. This fragrance, it's really kind of loud. I tell you, the projection, especially for 2 hours, is very loud, and you can smell it, you know, on your clothes almost half all your working day or half the day. This would be actually good to go if your weather conditions are good, clean environment, not enough heat, or let's say like the humidity is not so bad. This fragrance will do really 8 hours push. Okay, so this fragrance, what else it reminds me of? This fragrance, I read the comparison of Fragrantica on. People say this smells on dry down like Givenchy play, Givenchy gentleman only. Sorry, not play. So this fragrance, you guys know, it's a masterpiece in my eyes. I love this fragrance. I have a big bottle. I love this juice, violet colored juice, and this fragrance smells so darn good. But on the opening, these two are not similar. On the dry down, however, this one head towards this direction, which I really love because I get then a combination of sort of my favorite Uomo and Gentleman only together, but with that star anise, that mint, those added notes makes it really interesting. So I believe I love both of these equally. Okay, these are gonna be better than Zegna or Uomo in my opinion if you're looking to buy a fragrance, but Zegna's Uomo will be cheaper than either one of these, right? But if you love this one, if you have this one, you do not need to buy this one, because I have Zegna Uomo, I have this one. So I actually finally realized I do not need to buy this. I really wanted to have it, but it's going to be redundant if I have those two, right? But nonetheless, it's a very polarizing fragrance in the fragrance community. If you really are looking for something different, it almost feels like a frozen mint violet. It's kind of that, that metallic feel that you get. It kind of gives off that vibe. I think it's an excellent fragrance. I smelled that De Bergamo 22 by Le Labo, and I smelled MFK Petit Matin, I think, those two. This one stole the show out of the three. This one I love the most, and that's just me, right? So you definitely should get it. It's a compliment get. It has good scores in almost every aspect. It has great versatility. You can use it even winter time in Bangladesh. So all good points. Overall, how much this gets? Is it better than my favorite La Nuit de l'Homme or L'homme? I would say performance-wise, this one will trump YSL La Nuit de l'Homme any day. But in terms of smell, the cardamom and the bergamot combo, it's always a champ. This is my number one. And even I forgot to show you my very latest one, the red juice, the La Nuit de l'Homme EDP. These two performs kind of equivalent. These are the two best performers from this line. Okay, so give it a try, give it a sniff. If you find it somewhere, I think it's very hard to find nowadays. Give it a sniff. If you like it, take it. It's a good fragrance. Overall, I'll give this fragrance a solid 9 out of 10 for every single category. Great. One thing, not 10, because it's super pricey right now. Thanks for watching. Thanks, brother, for providing me with the bottle. It's a great buy that you did, and congratulations. So that's the review for today. Everybody take care. I'll do a few more reviews in upcoming days. See you soon. Bye bye.